It is not just about enlightenment, rather more about your own realization about your real identity, who you were during your past life. Way back in 2009, had I started my spiritual journey as a common man, as an ordinary young man. Actually, I was a boy at that time. 2009. Right now I'm 26, so you can calculate how old I could be at that time. I was just a kid, but I was immensely interested in spirituality. I started meditating. Soon, after 2-3 years, did I read something about Jati Smaran from some Buddhist literature. I started doing Jati Smaran. For the next 4-5 years, did I continue that very process. Ultimately, in 2017, during January, had I come to know that I was Bhagwan Shree Osho Rajneesh during my past life. It was something very much unbelievable. And my whole life took a great turn from there. It was kind of upside down. It was a great upheaval. I was very much incapable of managing and tackling. I was not knowing what to do next, how to manage these affairs. It is something which is way beyond my capacity to handle. I was very much perturbed. Those were the phases of extreme turmoil, tumult, and indeed, very pensive contemplation. I did not know how to move ahead, how to tell people. I was Osho, how to tell my parents. I was Osho because they never liked Osho. They had already adopted a life which was centered around the notion that Osho was somebody who was only a sex guru, nothing more than that. My father wouldn't have accepted me ever. All other family members of mine, they would have desecrated and denigrated me. They would have belittled my individuality. Also, they would have disbelieved me for the fact reincarnation is something which is impossible. It cannot manifest. It cannot happen. So it took me around 2-3 years to convince my family. Every day I started revealing a little bit of secret regarding my past life. Gradually, it was happening, and eventually did I make it. In 2020, I told everybody in my family, among my friends, that I was Osho during my past life. When I told my girlfriend, she left me because she thought that living with somebody who was Osho, it would be a very, very difficult affair. It is something very much unacceptable. It is contemptuous to one's integrity and dignity. We are quite respectable people. How can we hang out with somebody who was Rajneesh, who had a commune there in America? There so many things were going on, even nudity. So how could she live with me? She left me. And not just her. The story was like that. Many people left me soon after this very revelation came forward. And they told me, really, we know that you are Rajneesh because your lifestyle, your words, everything about you resonates with that very person. But one thing we must make sure, and we must let you know, that we have never accepted Rajneesh and we shall never accept you, even if you are an incarnation. Although in a new body, but the spirit remains the same. I will not accept you. We shall not accept you ever. I told them, all right, perfectly fine. I am fine with this idea. If you are boycotting me, if you are kicking me out of your so-called society, which is nothing more than a joke, I am fine with it. Your society is itself contemptuous. It is itself derogatory. It is itself stereotypical. I do not want to live over there. Let me come out of this very entanglement and venomous environment. I must give myself a conducive atmosphere to grow. So I isolated myself. I went to the university. I completed my BBA in marketing, Master of Business Administration in Human Resources, Business English certificate from Cambridge University, England. I have been writing poetry for the past 12 years, although I'm 26, but I started it way back during 2012-2013 as far as I can remember. At that time I was not very much aware of my individuality, but still I used to write because some sort of impact would be there when you are reborn. So I was reborn, the impact was there. My subconscious mind was always philosophical and nobody liked it. Whoever I talk to, they are always telling me, you are so philosophical. Why are you always philosophizing? This is not the way. I told them, this is the way. This is the way. So it all happened. And just on 31st of January did I go to Sheila and revealed everything. She recognized me immediately. It didn't take me more than 2-3 minutes. She realized me and she recognized me. She realized me and she recognized me for the fact there was some intimacy on a spiritual level at that time during my past life. So that is the reason why she could recognize me, and from that time I have been working. I am talking to people, associating with as many as possible, have come out to you as well. Okay, I have reached out to you. So regardless of the jokes and other ridiculous statements, I warmly greet all of you in this very group. And I am 26 years old now. So after leaving my body on 19th of January 1990, I decided to come back. And how to come back? It was very difficult because no such a suitable womb was available at that time. So I decided to enter the womb of one of my disciples, Neelam. I entered her womb and I was delivered ultimately. She used to come to my ashram, in fact quite often, once or twice a year, whenever possible, because she was not a disciple in a mainstream sense. She was only a visitor. But she was very close to me and she used to take care of me a lot. She used to devote herself towards me, and that was something very much commendable. That is why one day she told me, as your health is deteriorating, Bhagwan, can I give birth to you if you desire to come back once again? I know that you have certain things left to do, so I would like to help you out. I told her, all right, perfectly fine. If you're really desirous of giving me birth, all right, I will come. That is not at all a problem. It would be good enough for me. I would be fortunate to take birth from your womb. So I came back. I was delivered, I was born, and since then so many things happened. This story is a very long story. I cannot recite the whole story in one go. It will take me the whole lifetime, not just one lifetime, several lifetimes, to recite the events, the antecedent events that have happened in these 26 years. It is very difficult to jot that down or speak everything at once. Oh, that is very difficult. Oh my God. But as I have joined all of you, you all are welcome to Osho International in Pune that I'm soon going to take over. You all are welcome. You all will come with me if you desire. I invite all of you. Everybody is invited. And we shall be in touch. I'm right here in the group, and whatever questions you have, you can ask me. I'm also going to start my Zoom satsangs very soon, this month itself. You all can come. You all can join. For 1 or 2 days, I shall give free demo sessions. After that, it will be paid in nature. That is another thing. But as we are together, as we are talking, we shall keep talking forever. The very same revolution, the very same saga will continue. This is the sequel. This time as Bhagwan Shree Shashi Vasudev. Well, the reincarnation of Bhagwan Shree Osho Rajneesh. Welcome back, my dear friends, my dear sannyasins. Thank you very much.